Before we jump into this message about marriage, and more specifically how you contribute to a marriage, I really just want to take a little bit of time out to thank the president as well as government for all in which they're doing, as well as the doctors, nurses, military out there, policemen, essential workers. Thank you. Everyone, I'm so grateful, thankful for all in which you're doing. You didn't have to do all in which you did, but because you did it, my appreciation goes out to you. Thank you all so much. And for those of you who are at home and really feeling the impact of not having a job, listen, come together in prayer because change is coming. And not all changes are bad, because with new challenges come even greater opportunities, because it makes us think outside the box that we are living in, and it allows us to push ourselves to limits that we never understood we could go. So, without any further ado, let's get into the message. God bless. We can pray earnestly for a spouse, one that will take care of us, one that we could build a future with. But have you defined yourself enough to where you could contribute to the relationship? No, I'm not just talking about sexually, and I'm certainly not just talking about ideas. I'm talking about works. How are you going to better someone else and in turn better a relationship? We all have in our minds a dream, goals, aspirations in which we want to acquire. But what God teaches us is that if we are not prepared to receive those blessings, then He's not going to give it to us. And for some of us who are antsy and we go and lean to our own understanding in order to gain a spouse out of our own means or our own ways, we find that things are not all it's cracked up to be. And a marriage will demand a lot more than what you are willing to put in. You know, we look at movies and it just seems so glamorous. And I'm not saying that a marriage is bad. I'm just trying to show you some more of what pertains to a marriage. You want someone to wake up next to. You want someone that you could take care of and they'll take care of you. You want someone that is going to be there for you and encourage you and remind you about the Word of God. These are all beautiful reasons as to why someone will want a spouse. And every person is capable of doing exactly that. But there are steps that needs to be taken in order for that person to become who you want them to be. Life is difficult. But we need life to be difficult because our pride, our flesh, has so many layers of evil. So as we go through life, we lose pride. We lose our aspirations. We lose our ambition. And for some of you, you'll even lose yourselves. But it's not all bad. It's to say that life will shape you. Because as David even said, I was shaped in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. So what is going to be that factor that could change someone enough to them becoming a man, a woman of God, that they could grow in a relationship of God? Is you trusting in God, holding on to His unchanging hand, no matter what life brings. Because listen, life is going to bring a lot, but God guarantees it will never give you anything more than what you can handle. And as you're going through life, you may doubt what I'm saying because you said, no, I tried and I've gone through a lot of difficult stuff, things that people cannot go through. But I challenge you that the next time another event happens within your life that you feel you cannot overcome, try not to reason with your flesh. Listen and follow the Word of God. And you will find that the Word of God is not going to reason with you. It's direct, it's clear, it's very concise. It's our flesh that wants to reason with the Word. And when we reason with the Word, we're reasoning with God. And when we're reasoning with God, we're questioning God. And if we're questioning God, that means we're doubting God. And there's no victory in that. So coming back to the fold, you want a spouse? But what are you going to give to that spouse? Someone who has everything needs nothing. People get married because they need one another. Don't get into a relationship, or better yet, don't get into a marriage just to gain, just to say that you're married. Everything in this life requires work, and whether you're ready or not, when you commit yourself, it's time to change. God bless.